Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and haven't put any videos up in about a week. A few things going on, nothing major, but I'm gonna go ahead and step up on my soapbox. Excuse me, would you get that hell away from me? To get up on my soapbox here. Tomorrow I've looked into 1.7, the latest patch. It's currently on the test server. Seeing how I keep getting interrupted. Not a big fan. You know, it's not just the seeker nerf. You know, that is a big consideration. And if you look right now at 9,600 electronics, I'm only at 369 on skill power. But looking at the seeker mine with the cluster mine, it puts my damage at 73,000. Puts the air burst at 67,000. Now, with that, keep in mind, with a 4-piece tactician set, and I've added 2 classified gear set pieces. Doesn't really matter that they primarily are just for giving more electronics and more skill power. So, with that, whenever I do deploy a turret, or actually in a group where the counter is ticking up and getting me the extra little bonus to really get some more, you say, the stats up on tacticians. As it builds up, the seeker on airburst now caps out at around 99,000. And that's even when skill power is boosted up to almost 490,000 with the tactician set. And before it was 262,000.
You think the dark zone's a joke?
It's a really big jump, and that alone has got me a little bit on the pissed off side.
Jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted.
You know.
Warning, now entering dark zone.
There's just a lot of other little things that are just starting to get on my nerves. Besides the fact that you really can't get into the dark zone in certain areas, certain times on the normal server without just getting your ass handed to you, so to speak. You know, it's one thing to not have the skill to be able to hold out, but the seeker was a nice little equalizer. You know, a lot of arguments on why they wanted the seeker nerf. I understand, I really do, but I really don't care. When you nerf it as far as you've nerfed it, it's not helping PvP. It's helping a few select people. But it's hurting just as many as it's helping. I'm at a loss for words right now. I really am. You know, worked really hard to get a good skill set to where I can realistically do anything and everything that I run into. having that ability is quite nice. The people who are complaining, they're complaining that it doesn't take any skill to press E to get kills. For the select few that really complain the loudest, saying that the Seekers really need to be nerfed, look at the overall. I mean, okay, I built a shitload of effort into creating an armor set or gear set that gives me the ability to unleash a Seeker Mine and absolutely just destroy anything that I come across. Especially with the idea of having the gear set that I've got. Now it's made a Seeker just about worthless. I mean, this is horrible. I mean, the damage that it's doing. Guess I need to just get to the point here. I'm gonna head back to base. I don't do much of the Dark Zone simply because I don't get into player versus player all that much. I did some Last Stand. I enjoyed doing the Last Stand. However, it all revolved around using a Seeker build. And you're gonna have people who just cry and complain, oh my god, Seekers are too much, there's too much going on there, they're doing too much damage. You know, I'm tired of getting one-shotted by a Seeker Mine. Okay, so my build allows me to one-shot players with a Seeker Mine. It's awesome. To be able to get that, I've had to give up on any kind of firepower or any kind of survivability whatsoever. For me to be able to get into Last Stand and get any major kills going, or to be able to do any kind of contributing effort to the team, I've got to play in a way that allows me to use my Seekers. I'm going to get killed quickly, really quickly. Anybody with any halfway decent build is going to be able to take me out within no time. With a sniper, 1, 2, 3 shots, no problem. So there's a give and take. If you nerf the Seekers completely, it's going to make it to where players that don't have the skill to be able to run around and have reflexes of the average 12-year-old that's playing right now. That was the equalizer. Having the Seeker Mine was that equalizer. You have to make that sacrifice. Do you want to have one-shot Seekers? Okay. If you do, then you have to give up being able to do any kind of damage with your firearm, and you have to give up all your survivability. So you can have your argument. Yes, it doesn't take a whole lot of skill to press E and go kill somebody. What about the people who don't have the ability to, even with a great gear set, they don't have the skill to be able to move around and jump and constantly hitting this and hitting the med kit and well, if I have this stack set up to this, and you know, it takes away the simplicity for the casual gamer or in the old farts like myself. So I'm just going to get off the Seeker Mine thing. There's just been so much talk about they need to be nerfed, they don't need to be nerfed. Put it this way, the Seeker nerf is one of the reasons why I'm probably going to give up on the entire game for a while. It's going to take a lot of the fun out of the game for me by taking away the damage that I did with my Seeker Mines. It allowed me to solo farm easily and still be able to play casually. So yes, Seeker nerf is a big contributing factor of why I'm probably going to give up the Division completely. The next thing that just annoys the living dog shit out of me. Look, I'm running.
Thanks to you,
I go through this door frame and it slows me to a walk. There's no reason for it at all. But yet it's been here the entire time. It just needs to go away. That's just stupid.
You're an inspiration to us all.
It's just annoying. Really, really annoying.
I could get up there myself.
Okay. Another thing.
Hey, check this out.
That. Standing next to a vendor, and they're constantly using the same banter over and over and over again. It's annoying. It gets annoying. But moving on to the next thing. This lovely music.
I feel safe.
Christmas
Don't
trees.
do anything I wouldn't do.
Okay.
Thank God you're here.
Not a bah humbug thing, but how long is it going to be Christmas? Seriously. Game's in its second year and it's still Christmas. Enough already. Enough. It would have been fine for a month or two after the game was released, but yeah, it's just getting old now.
Keep fighting a good fight.
So, what else could be done besides it being Christmas all the time? Oh, I don't know. Try a seasonal patch. Alright. It's not Christmas time. It's the middle of friggin' summertime here. So, why not allow the seasons to progress? Allow time to progress. I understand the storyline progresses that, okay, it's Black Friday. Well, that's actually November. Okay? It's been over a year. We're in year 2 of the game. If you just bought the game today and you played through the game, you got to level 30 and you are now into the dead farming of, okay, I'm level 30, now what? Well, then you get to farm continuously, non-stop. It's all you're doing is you're farming for newer and better and greater gear. Is that a bad thing? No. However, it's time for the game to progress a little bit.
I need some meds bad.
Once you hit level 30, you've completed a storyline. Why not let it progress into summertime? Follow the seasons that are currently going on. Essentially, once you've completed the storyline, why don't you just say, okay, now 3 months later, boom, okay. Give a time span of completion. Say you're playing the game in past tense. Once you get to the end game, post level 30, then whatever, make a cutscene, make whatever. Progress the time so that now, instead of it being 2 days after or 3 days after, just set it to where it's now a different time of the year, and then just progress with the year. You know, it's summertime. There's not going to be any snow on the ground this time of year. Yes, I live in the South. It's hot hot as hell. It's in the high 90s. With heat index and everything, it's been over 100. And then I come into a game and I'm surrounded by snow. Surrounded by the fact that it's been Christmas time for over a year now. It's old. The game is just getting old. There's not enough new content. There's not enough going on. There's no new story. It's the same crap. Once you hit level 30, all you do is farm. You farm for gear. Okay, 1.7 brings in classified gear sets. You get a new piece of the same gear set you've already had. You add this nice little folder icon to it, and you allow it to let you roll 2 stats. So your electronics and your skill haste, or whatever. Okay, that's fine. But your gear score stays 256. All you're doing is just stretching. You're just trying to buy time. You know, the global event. Okay, it's fun. However, when it's over, and it's over. But while it's going on, you're working your ass off to try to get global event credits. And your GE credits are how you actually buy the global event caches. You have a currency limit of 5,500. Not exactly sure why there's a credit limit, but okay, you have a limit of 5,500. But the current iteration, it costs 1,500 in order to buy 1 global event cache. And after getting 2 global event caches under this new setup versus the old, okay, with the old, when they first brought out the global event in the 1.7 PTS, the loot table was absolutely just disgusting. One of the items that I got was a green. A green. Nobody uses green items at level 30. Not even a blue or purple. It was green. The rewards you get in the cache now are going to be gear set items. It can be a yellow, a gear set, or an exotic. Of the 3, I think, total that I got with this current iteration, I got a regular gear set item that wasn't even a good roll. I got 1 high-end gear set, gear piece, and I got 1 exotic firearm, and it wasn't even a good usable firearm. In fact, I think it was a Hilder or something like that, which I don't even have it on me. I probably got rid of it. Absolutely just disgusting. I mean, you work your butt off, you get the 1,500 global event credits, and you get garbage that you can get normally. I've gotten better shit walking the streets, killing name deletes and randoms in the street, and I've gotten better exotics. I got a Tommy gun walking the streets. It was after finishing a mission, going out the back, seeing the name delete, and killing him, and ended up getting a Tommy gun, a decent roll Tommy gun, from a random named walking around the street. But after working my ass off to build up the global event credits, and then getting a piece of shit exotic, and then 2 other pieces of shit gear, I didn't even get any classified gear from those caches. You worked your ass off to get those global event caches. You either need to get, you should get 2 items. You should get an exotic, and you should get a classified. Those are only 2 types of items that should be in the RNG for rewards for that. You should either get a classified gear set piece, one of the 5 or 6 gear sets, it needs to be classified. It doesn't matter which one. You could have it be any of those. It just needs to be a classified gear set item. I don't even agree that it should be a exotic. I think that the base level gear event cache should be either an exotic or a classified. I think that if you spend the 1,500, then you should get. I think you should get both. You should get an exotic and you should get a classified. You should get 2 pieces of gear out of that. It's 1,500 versus, I think it was 650 or some kind of shit like that. I forget what the actual was, but if you spend the 1,500, it needs to be worth it. You spend your 1,500 global event credits and you get garbage loot. That's a waste of damn time. It's annoying, and it just makes you not even want to play the damn game anymore. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't been covering any more 1.7, is because honestly the whole main benefit has been to get the classified gear set items. And honestly, with the Seeker nerf, it's just not even worth it for me. All it's going to do is make PvP even more one-sided towards the younger generation with the faster reflexes and the ability to micromanage a gear set to the point of whatever, instead of it actually giving you the alternative. And I'll tell you, it wasn't easy to get a gear set up high enough to be able to one-shot people in PvP with a Seeker Mine, or to go out and be able to run a Seeker build while running a mission, or running one of the dungeons, incursions, whatever the hell you want to call them. You know, it's just, there's not enough reward for the amount of time that you spend playing the game, and patch 1.7 is not making it any better. It's just, it's pissed me off with the number of things that they have done and how much time that they're putting into a half-assed upgrade. This is just, it's not worth the effort they went through to make 1.7. The only thing that I can say positive is this room right here. Being able to change your character. That's the only thing that's positive for me in 1.7. The global event is entertaining, but unless you're going to have it daily, I mean daily, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it can rotate between one mission or another and only pay out for those missions, instead of it giving you the benefits of like the headshot damage or the close range or whatever. It's just, I don't know. Stop trying to apply Band-Aid to the game, and instead go ahead and focus on completely new content. Or the only other thing I can say is turn the game over to the players. Allow player hosted servers, allow mods, you know, turn it over to the players, let them have it, let them run it. You take your time and develop the Division 2 or whatever, the continuation from this. The game has got a good solid premise behind it, so continue the storyline to another city, different environments. I've got a lot of great ideas of where the game can go and where it needs to go to keep content fresh, but you know, the way it's going right now, this game is done for me. There's just no fun anymore. All you do is you grind and grind and grind and grind for mediocre gear. And patch 1.7 just goes one more step farther of nerfing some stuff and giving you another gear set to help you and the whiz kids to be able to micromanage a gear set. So you can have a 5-piece or a 6-piece gear set. The 5-piece bonus, more ammo, light machine gun damage, and shotgun damage. I mean, seriously, the same people who cry about Seeker nerf are usually the people who are out there running a shotgun in PvP because it does so much damage point blank and blah 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 blah. You know, these are the same people that are complaining that people are using shotguns in PvP. And LMGs, well, they just don't do enough damage based on the whatever. I understand it's difficult to scale and make a game interesting and playable, but I'm just not going in the right direction. So I'm going to get off my soapbox, and this is probably going to be my last Division stream and video for a while, just because I don't like the direction the game's going. I think that it's just going to be one more nail in the coffin, man. It's just, unless you're going to give us something worth doing, don't bother. It's a waste of everybody's time. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm off my soapbox on this, and I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and I'll come back and edit later. But, you know, if I get enough comments of people who want me to continue making videos on the game, then I will. But, you know, as far as it is right now, I'm going to start streaming other games, and I'm going to start playing other games. I've been doing a beta test for another game, and it's got potential, but it's just not that fun. And it's another Ubisoft Uplay item. There's an NDA involved, so I can't talk about it, but it's just not enough either, so I'm probably not even going to log into Uplay for a while. Alright, boys and girls. Hopefully this isn't running anybody off from helping with the channel, but I'm going to focus on other stuff. Alright, enjoy.